The Tesla Semi promises to revolutionise the trucking industry with its 500-mile range, low cost of ownership and operation, and best in class with weight, range and efficiency. No surprises there then, it is after all a Tesla. But things are really starting to heat up now that the factory that they will be built in is structurally complete, with a capacity of producing 50,000 Tesla Semis a year, a growing and dedicated charging network just for semis, and further updates to the design. There's lots to unpack, so let's get into it. But here's the big reminder for myself and anyone else interested in following Tesla's journey. The Semi is just one of Tesla's many products that are ramping up right now, with the, I'd call it obvious by now, mission to disrupt multiple industries with better products and systems. In fact, not only disrupt but dominate. They've already done it with electric cars, being the catalyst to electrify the entire auto industry. Tesla Energy are dominating battery energy storage systems, something I imagine certain places in Europe might have benefited from recently. I'll save that for another video. And don't be surprised when Tesla churn out 1,000 Optimus robots by the end of this year and go on to produce millions a year by 2030. Yes, I know I sound insane. Just as people did when Tesla laid out its plans to produce the Model 3. They did it with EVs, they did it with battery energy storage systems, they'll do it for cybercabs, they'll do it with humanoids. Tesla is the only company on earth with the vision, the technology, the know-how, the manufacturing capabilities, the best and brightest engineers and workforce to build us a better future. The future is bright and it's electric. And that includes today's topic, Elon's massive Semi. Let's take a look at this short video that Tesla's just released before we dive into more exciting details.
I'm Dan Priestley and I lead the Semi program here at Tesla. Welcome to the inside of the Semi factory up here on the Gigafactory Nevada campus. We've been spending the last several months constructing this building, mostly with the walls, all of the pillars and columns that you see behind me, laying concrete, putting the roof on, and now it's time to populate the building. This factory is designed with an annual capacity of 50,000 units a year. So over the next several quarters, we're going to be industrializing this factory, installing the equipment, and preparing for high volume production. First units are set to be on the line by the end of this year, and we'll be ramping the factory throughout 2026. The Tesla Semi is designed to be directly swapped in for diesel trucks without having to compromise. This is an instrumental product in helping advance Tesla's mission. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming through the next year, not just here in the factory, but also on the product itself. Over the last few years, our pilot semis have been out in the world, operating in fleets such as Tesla's own internal operations, showcasing electric trucking is ready for scale.
For starters, if you're not following Tesla RT on X, you really should. It's an excellent source of information for Tesla. If it's good enough for Elon, it's good enough for us. Tesla reveals semi-fleet data, shows off new feature and infrastructure plans. Tesla revealed some new semi-fleet data as well as a new feature the truck will have, and expanded on plans for infrastructure at the ACT Expo today in Los Angeles. The Tesla Semi is one of the company's most anticipated releases, and although it has already made its way into several company fleets, other companies are waiting for the automaker to fulfill their orders. Tesla recently reaffirmed its mass production date of late 2025, hoping to build 50,000 Semi units annually at a new factory in Reno, Nevada. At the ACT Expo, Tesla revealed some new details about the truck, including current fleet data, a new feature that will be a big selling point for many companies interested in the vehicle, and future infrastructure plans. Tesla has already accumulated over 7.9 million miles across its test fleet, the company said at the event. This includes 26 vehicles with over 100,000 miles on them, an impressive feat considering they are only taking regional runs as of now. The most notable companies with the vehicle are PepsiCo and Frito-Lay, both of which have spoken highly of the Semi's ability to handle longer days. Drivers have reported that the Semi has helped them complete 1,000-mile travel days. The first phase of production units will be integrated into Tesla's logistics operations for real-world testing, which is something that has already been done. Customer deliveries are expected to begin next year, something that was reiterated during the company's most recent earnings call. Tesla Semi's 25 kilowatt ePTO. The Semi will equip a 25 kilowatt electric power take-off system, which will help companies power auxiliary features like refrigeration, hydraulic systems, compressors and more. This is a massive feature, especially for companies that will be transporting perishable goods using the Semi. This will become especially important as it starts making cross-country runs and more companies begin taking delivery of the vehicle as production ramps up. Expansion to public and private charging infrastructure. The Semi utilises the mega charger for its charging needs, and many sites have been installed already. Frito-Lay is expanding its mega charger infrastructure by building 8 new piles at its Bakersfield, California factory. However, Tesla has many more megawatt level sites that are under construction for public Semi charging, 46 to be exact. Now, just to be clear, these are expected by 2027. I don't believe they're all in place just yet. It also said it has more fleet sites that are underway, one of them being the Bakersfield factory's infrastructure. Now, thanks to Kyle Connor from Out of Spec Bits for attending and recording this full keynote speech from Dan Priestley, who is responsible for the Tesla Semi project. I'll link it in the description below if you want to watch the full presentation, but I just want to touch on a few key points. As shown in the video then, it's a 1.7 million square foot facility with the capacity to produce 50,000 semis per year, and is currently charging forward to scale up to that number by 2026. That's just next year. Dan reiterates that the long-term value of electrification is the lowest total cost of ownership when compared to typical internal combustion engine vehicles, driven by lower fuel and maintenance costs and improved energy efficiency. Remember, an electric drivetrain converts a higher percentage of stored energy directly into motion, typically achieving 85 to 90% efficiency. Compare that to an internal combustion engine vehicle, which loses significant energy as heat and friction and only achieves about 20 to 30% efficiency. Put simply, electric drivetrains maximize energy use. Combustion engines waste it. And regarding the Semi, the economics will speak for themselves. Compare the running costs of a fleet of traditional trucks to a bunch of Semis, and it'll be a no-brainer for any company to adopt them and potentially save millions of dollars over time. The Semi is unsurprisingly the best in class regarding weight, range and efficiency, and there will be both 500-mile and 300-mile range versions. Many driver improvements have been implemented after customer feedback, including the mirror design, which now has better sightline, improved aerodynamics and better performance overall. Tesla has managed a whopping 7.3% increase in efficiency from various tweaks and improvements, which, as Dan alluded to, will lead to a lower purchase price for customers. He also noted that the batteries for Semis will all be sourced domestically, and what a stroke of luck, the Semi factory is right next door to Tesla's own Giga Nevada, which to date has produced over 7.3 billion battery cells and 1.5 million battery packs. One of the biggest updates to the Semi is EPTO, that's electric power takeoff, which means you can electrify additional equipment in the rear space. It'll have AC-DC compatibility and means you can run things like a full climate-controlled trailer, think frozen or refrigerated foods, or being able to power different equipment needs for various applications, hydraulic lifts, compressors, pumps, etc. Not only are Tesla at the cusp of scaling truck manufacturing, but charging infrastructure for them too. Capable of 1 megawatt charging, that's 1,000,000 watts or 1,000 kilowatts by the way. These 1.2 megawatt V4 chargers are beyond my understanding or comprehension, to be quite honest, but let's just say they're rather powerful. Tesla's Semi chargers have been deployed with next level engineering, more flexibility, denser, less expensive, more efficient power conversion than anything before it, and of course they'll be maintained to the same unmatched standards as the current global supercharger network. The same charging service team, same technicians, parts and procedures to maintain this equipment. The supercharger network has an uptime of 99.95% reliability, an experience Tesla wants to bring to the heavy-duty charging side too. Goodness me, I don't even want to look into the reliability of other charging networks. I imagine it'll be horrific. We are looking at the beginnings of a dedicated public charging infrastructure for Semis. 46 locations in planning by 2027. They will be located along usual truck routes, be low cost and benefit from Tesla's unrivaled, reliable charging network. So, what do you think of the Tesla Semi? Will it revolutionise trucking over time? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you missed my wonderful conversations with Ryan Cowan from Australia, where we discuss all things Tesla, including his eco-home with solar, Powerwall, Starlink and more, plus his incredible journey into Tesla, content creation, and his thoughts on the new Model Y and much more, click one of these videos next. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thank you patrons, thank you for watching. Bye for now.